Hello, my name is Eric Baldy. I am using the pronouns he, him, his, and I'm going to be doing the first discussion of ITL 606. Talks about having to point out a specific um, standard. I'm going to choose one from ELA, and the standard I'm choosing is ask and answer questions about key details in a text. And based on that standard, I would most likely use ability grouping because I have um, all kinds of learners in my current classroom. I teach grade one, and the reason why I would use ability grouping is because it's probably the simplest way of knowing who can ask questions, who can ask and answer questions, and who cannot do both. And so um, I would use different groups, so those three groups, and then I would follow it up with a think, pair, share as well to have a student who can ask questions, and then maybe a student who can ask and answer questions, so that student B, can model what it looks like to ask and answer questions. Another pairing could be a student who can ask and answer questions in an EL, an English language learner. Um, in an ability grouping, I would place two ELs and two students who can ask and answer questions, so that those students who can model both the asking and answering ability, assuming that they both speak English and the second language. Maybe it's Spanish, maybe it's Mandarin, maybe it's um, another just another language in general. They could model to the students who can't ask and answer questions. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I would want the student who can show the ability of asking and answering questions. I want them to model what that looks like for students who are still trying to figure it out. And I have seen these two models, ability grouping and think, pair, share, as really great examples of creating a space where students can learn from one another. And it's been a work in progress. I feel like that they are learning from one another, all the good and all the bad, even the beautiful and the ugly that happens in the classroom. And so that's why I am trying to use ability grouping, think, pair, shares, and purposefully putting students who can do it with someone who is still trying to figure it out, so that the student who's figuring it out can make connections in their synapses like, oh, that's how they did it. Maybe if I tried doing that, it will work, or it won't work. Maybe there's another way that I need to know. And so that's the kind of thinking or frame of thinking that I'm trying to develop with my students. So that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait to meet all of you and discuss what you would do in your classroom or from the scenario. Bye now.